Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Story Behind the Song. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm here. I've been making videos about the stories behind songs for almost 10 years now, and it is one of my greatest joys in life. Today, we gonna be looking at the song The Shepherd's Shadow by the folk metal band This song is from their 2021 album, which is also called Shepherd's Shadow, and it was actually released as a single in late 2020. So just before the album came out, it gave us a little bit of a preview, and with that, let's get into it. So the main character in this song is a young shepherd who has been sent out by his father to watch over his flock, but he's actually not supposed to go over the hill, because there are wolves there. However, he sees something on the other side and decides to go investigate and leaves his flock unguarded. Of course, when he does this, a wolf comes and attacks and kills one of the sheep. When the shepherd sees what's happened, he runs after the wolf and eventually catches up to it and kills it. But why does the shepherd do all of this? What was it that he saw on the other side of the hill? To answer that question, we need to look at the lyrics. It says, "With staff in hand, he followed the call, crossed the threshold into the light. He heard the voice saying, 'Come follow me,' and he left the sheep without a fight." The voice that he heard calling him is obviously the devil. It is a common literary device to have a character hear their name being called, only for it to turn out to be the devil trying to tempt them. He follows his voice and finds a blackthorn tree. Beneath this tree is a stone altar where the devil is waiting for him. He tells the shepherd that if he will serve him, then he will give him power over all the sheep and that he will become the greatest king of the fold. However, the shepherd refuses and runs away, but the devil continues to call out to him and tempts him. Even as the song progresses and the battle between the shepherd and the wolf takes place, we can still hear the devil calling out to him, urging him to abandon his post, urging him to come and join him. So, even though the shepherd isn't actually successful in killing the wolf, the devil still appears to him afterwards and asks him why he didn't kill the wolf and offers to give him power again if he will serve him. Again, the shepherd refuses, and so the devil disappears and the song ends. So, we see that the main character in this song is tempted by the devil multiple times. The first time he resists, but the second time he doesn't. Now, this may seem like an obvious metaphor for giving in to temptation, but I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. The shepherd is clearly a good shepherd. He's doing his job and watching over his flock and protecting them. In fact, in the song, the devil even says that the shepherd is the best of all the shepherds. So why would he ever consider abandoning his post and leaving the sheep unprotected? Well, I think it's because he's tired. The whole point of having a shepherd is to watch over the flock, especially at night when they're most vulnerable. So this shepherd has been up all night tending to his flock, keeping them safe. And because he hasn't slept, he makes a mistake and leaves the sheep unguarded for just a moment. Just a moment that costs one of the sheep its life. I think the reason the devil tempts him again at the end is not because he wants him to become king of the fold. I think he just wants him to give up. I think he is trying to get him to quit being a shepherd altogether. Because he knows that if the shepherd keeps doing this job, eventually he will make another mistake and lose another sheep. And he wants him to just give up. So yeah, that's the story behind The Shepherd's Shadow by As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Also, be sure to check out the links below for some of my other videos. That's it for this one, but I'll see y'all next time.